I have this crazy goal. It's not to be a billionaire, it's not to have a Ferrari. I want to live to be 100 years old. Now look, the goal isn't just to hit 100 and call it a day. Because if you have a dream of having a business, your dream isn't just to have a business. Because if that was the case, you wouldn't care if your business is in debt and suffering, or if you're actually making profit and it's doing really well. So my goal is to be a healthy, mobile, cheerful, and badass 100-year-old. You see, when I was 14 years old, I was seriously getting into health and fitness, and I started working with a personal trainer. I was really committed to being as fit, thin, and shredded as I could possibly be. I was working out for about 2 hours every single day. I was eating insanely clean, and I had abs for days. At 14 and 15 years old, I was a size 2 and I still didn't feel like I was thin enough, so I wanted to be a size 0 and I wanted to have a proper six-pack. Very meaningful goals. It wasn't until 2015 when I turned 18 and moved to New York City that I actually asked myself, why do I want these things? Why do I want to have a six-pack, and why do I want to be a size 0? What I realized was that these goals were empty. There wasn't anything underneath it, I didn't have a why. I simply wanted these things because that's what you want when you get into health and fitness, right? To have abs and to be as thin as possible. So after I had this revelation, I got rid of these goals and realized that I simply love taking care of my health and well-being. I love fitness, I love eating healthy, and thus a new passionate goal was born. I want to live to be 100 years old. More importantly, I want to be a healthy, mobile, agile, cheerful 100-year-old. Having been in the health and fitness world for the last 8 years and having worked as a personal trainer in New York City for 3 years, I constantly see people playing the short-term game. If I go on the 7-day juice cleanse, how much weight can I lose? If I work out every single day for a month and only eat lettuce, will I get a six-pack? If I finally drink this tea, will it make my thighs thinner? There are hundreds of detoxes, 30-day programs, and diets out there, and my only question for you is this: how is it going to make you feel in 20 years, and how is it going to serve you in 40 years? I'm incredibly passionate and conscious about my health, physical and mental. From daily movement and working out to eating healthy and meditating, I love taking care of my health, and I am doing everything that is in my power to make sure that I keep this machine running as smooth as possible for as long as possible. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm fully aware that something could happen that is out of my control. Illness, a tragic accident, the list goes on, I get it. However, it would be silly of me not to do anything simply because there's a chance that something will happen that is out of my control. More importantly, the more I take care of myself, the more I am lowering the risk that something will come up that I actually could have been in control of. I am playing the long-term game. I am taking care of my health, not only so I can be healthy right now, but so I can ensure that I'm going to be healthy later on in life as well. This youthful body is dope, but it's not going to last forever. If you want to be the healthiest that you could possibly be at 40, 50, 60 years old, the preparation starts right now. You won't magically wake up at 60 years old and be healthy if you've never taken care of your health before. The things that you do on a daily basis will be reflected to you in 20, 30, and 50 years. What are you consuming? What are you eating? What are you drinking? Are you moving? What's your sleep like? Are you taking care of your mental health? The things that you do on a daily basis, your actions, your habits, your routines, your indulgences, your eating patterns will all be reflected in your body sooner or later. Talking about being 100 and healthy and active, there's this woman. Her name is porchon-lynch, and she is someone that I look up to so much because she's 101 years old and she's a yoga teacher, a dancer. She was one of the most famous models in the 1940s. She was an actor. I mean, this woman has lived for over a century and she still practices yoga and she still is a dancer, and she is so cheerful and vibrant and full of energy and healthy, and it's the most incredible thing ever. She even said, don't put negative thoughts in your mind because it will go right to your body. I mean, if we're talking some long-term goals, this woman is long-term goals. As I wrap up this video, I want to invite you to take a look at your health and well-being and ask yourself, how will your current nourishment, movement, habits, routines, and thoughts serve you in 20, 30, and 50 years? What are you setting yourself up for? Let's focus on our long-term well-being and remind ourselves that our daily actions will affect and create our future. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in 78 years. I'm kidding. I'll see you next week, but I'll probably see you in 78 years as well. Bye!